In the middle of Dubai, where we organized crypto trading tournament and meetup, we sat down with a trader whose journey started far from success. Dan Cheung. You may know him from social media or his mindset content, but behind it is a real story. Humble beginnings, years of setbacks, and a relentless drive to improve. In this interview, we go deeper than the usual trading talk. This is the real journey behind Dan Cheung.
Hey Dan, it's really nice to meet you, and thank you for coming out to the trading villa here in Dubai. Would love to get to know a little bit more about yourself.
My name's Dan Cheung. I'm the man I always wanted to be, and I think it's a me versus me journey. If I was younger, I looked at me, I'd call myself successful, and that's just a me versus me type of shit answer. Everything that, when I was 18, that I look at myself now, or even below 18, I'll be like, that guy's got it. And I've worked really hard to accumulate all of this, from my mum being a single mum, working 3 jobs just to put food on the table. So we had real humble beginnings, but I didn't use that as an excuse, and I just did everything that I could to get in the position I can now. And now ultimately, you may or may not know me, but we're using our platform just to really inspire, not only just to inspire, just to emphasize that you guys can do it, especially where the content's going so quick. Just to remind you that, come back to the basics, come back to the fundamentals, lock in, focus on yourself, and you can achieve what you want to achieve. So it's a little bit about me and like my mission as such to speak.
We want to really know, what got you into trading? Was there somebody who brought you in, or something that you've seen and went, oh, I need a piece of that?
So the ironic thing of how I got into trading, or how someone gets into trading, is always like a click or a pinnacle event. And the reason is a lot of people want to try trading, but the ones who really make it are the ones who have that strong why and really persevere and push, right? And that was what happened to me. You always change in circumstances. I always say in 3 ways: either you want it bad enough and you change, or it hurts enough, or you're sick and tired of it. The want is never enough. Motivation never really gets you far. But when you're sick of your situation and you've had enough, that's when you really fucking change. Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened in my life. Growing up with not much money on the table, trading at that time, which was 12 years ago, which nowhere near as glamorous as it is now on like social media and whatnot. But I saw in a newspaper that a guy had spent £24,000 on the night out, which is absolutely insane. And then fast forward 12 years later, it doesn't seem insane, but that's what kind of started everything. It was like, this money exists, someone is doing it, I just need to figure out how. And then that coupled with the idea that if someone can achieve it, they have 2 eyes, brains, hands, mouth. If you're watching this, you've got your legs, you've got something, you've got a heartbeat, blood. It's all fair game. Like, if you can do it, I can do it. It might not be able to do it just as well, or maybe not the same, but I can do it the best way that I could do it. That's how I kind of got into trading. And then I feel like that was the main thing that made me successful in trading, with that, the why factor, which is why I wanted to, again, share that, because I think it's important for people to understand.
What do you think was a main attributing factor to the success in trading?
And it always boils down to The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I read that book, coupled with Trading Your Way to Financial Freedom by Van Casey Tharp, is the power of your R's, the power of your multiples, but more importantly, the compound effect, which is the 6th wonder of the world. Like, let's just say you're out of shape. Well, guess what? Make the decision to get in shape. Going to the gym the first day is not going to get you wham, or in shape, or whatever desire you want to be. But it's the 6th month, it's the 12th month, it's the compound effect. Money is the same thing. And how I related that was, yes, I made thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, and it was just always ups and downs. But I said, let's pull this back. If I can make $5 a day, that is more than enough. Guess what? $5 a day over 10 days is $50. Guess what? Times 10 is 500. Guess what? Times 10, 5,000, 50K, 500K. Lo and behold, look at me. I looked at $5, and then literally 12 years later, I had one of my biggest days literally last week, $194,000 in a day, which is fucking insane. It's just insane. And that's verified proof, payouts in my account with certificate, everything's like proof. It's not just like, hey, it's a screenshot, 194,000. That's fucking proof. Do you know what I mean? And that all coupled and stemmed from the compound effects. Because let me leave with this final thing. What's $1 million? It's $1 a million times. What's the difference between a 4-figure and a 5-figure? $1. $999 with $1 is $1,000. $9,999 with $1 is $10,000.
So obviously you've had your biggest day there, which is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Of being a funded trader, do you think that's the step for success?
All day, every day. At every point of your career, it's simple. If you could put $500 as all you risk, but you can have a $100,000 account, why would you not? If you could buy a 100K account, and if you lose anything, you lose in all the money, you have all the negative balance, and then there's no risk, but the maximum drawdown you lose is $500, why not? I can keep going. Do you know what I mean? I can keep going. And the reason is, I don't think it's forever, nor do I think it's something you should straight jump into, but it has to be at some point of your career. For example, at the start, if you do a personal account, you don't have the restrictions, but you can play around, right? You can do your buys, you can do your sells, you can understand the platform, that's okay. Later down the line, there's a cap with the prop firms. You have to grow your personal account. Plus, trading personal and prop firms are two different ball games, and you need to be able to understand and manage accordingly on what realm you step into.
You can tell maybe the newer traders just a reality check.
Do you know what? That's a really good question, because I don't think many people answer that, and I think this will benefit a lot of people, because my thought process is if one person changes from one piece of our content, we've done our job. I'm successful in the sense that I've got everything that God has given me, Allah has given me. And that life that I've got is just what I want. It's not what you want, what I want. You know, I've got food on the table, clothes on my back. I have everything. I've got one boy, one girl, I've got a loving family, I've got work, I've got absolutely everything. Now, the biggest lesson that you have to take away as a reality check is the money is not going to change who you are. Money doesn't change people. People get this shit twisted. The funny thing is, if you are a dick, you just have more money to be a dick with. If you are a nice person, you have more money to be nice with. Here's the thing. If people are poor because they're giving their money all away, guess what? When they get more money, they're going to give it away. But if you're frugal and you're counting every penny anyway, when you're rich, you're going to do the same shit. The funny thing is, let's just say you and your boys, right? Most men are my people who watch my stuff. You and your boys go out. Guess what? With $1,000, $100, $1 million, you're all gonna have the same good time. It's just you and your boys. Money doesn't change shit. The one biggest advice, not just a reality check, I always give to my team, to my students, to my staff, to every single person is enjoy the journey, because the journey is what makes you. The journey is life. Like, bro, if you had everything like that, it's finished. Literally, imagine, all right, say you want something right now. Cool, you got it. Then what? Then you got that. Then what? Then what? Then what? And life just goes really, really quick. So at the end of the day, enjoy the journey. Completely understand you are where you are from the choices you make. You can go where you want to go with the choices you make moving forward. And that made me throw off because there's a helicopter flying through. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that content. Remember to like, share and subscribe. There's more content coming forward. And also, if you do want to find me, my name is Dan Cheung, aka Champ, Wannabe Champ. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, wherever it may be. See you guys soon.